What is up, YouTube? All right, we're going to start with some junk, but it's cars that I don't have, and they're cool castings. They're just not what I usually open on the channel. So we got a Matchbox 4X Force. So I did a video last night after the Cubs game ended, and I'm here in Phoenix. The Cubs have their spring training facility down the street in Mesa. It's like 5 or 6 miles from where I live. So the town was going crazy. Arizona didn't have a baseball team. Cubs have been here for decades for spring training. So there's as many Cubs fans here, I would say, as there is Diamondbacks fans. So needless to say, when they won last night, this place was going nuts. But I was in the middle of doing a video, and there were 10 gunshots that literally were like right outside, and my camera picked it up. And so I stopped the video right in the middle of it to go. My wife and daughter were up at the front of the house upstairs, and it was just trippy. It was weird. It was definitely not fireworks. We called the cops. They told us, oh, it's fireworks. No, it's not. I've been around guns my entire life. Those were undoubtedly gunshots. And when I go back and listen to it, it's so obvious it's gunshots. So that was a little frustrating. But anyways, long story short, the video didn't get uploaded, so I'll show you guys what I cracked open. It wasn't anything too much. It was just a couple of cars, but this is a cool little car. It's like a little gator. So I get a lot of the Matchbox stuff, the work trucks, utility vehicles, stuff like that. And then what I do is I put them in a little Ziploc bag, and then they go in a box. So I don't do a whole lot with them, but they're $1, so I do try to grab them. And then this casting I actually like quite a bit, although I'm not a huge fan of the livery on this one. My favorite by far is the Skyjacker. That thing looked killer. And I took one of them and I painted all the orange stuff black, and I put some Hot Wheels Rail Riders on it. It looks sweet. This one's not bad. World Travels. It's not terrible. It's not the ugliest one that they brought out, that's for sure. So, cool casting on the old Bronco. 1972 4x4 with the hitch. So that's pretty cool. That'll go into the collection of Broncos. In last night's video, here's the first car that I cracked open. It's a 69 Dodge Charger Daytona. It is from the Best of, or the Hollywood All-Stars release. It's not the original release, but it's still sweet. Just an awesome weathered car. I just love the weathered look. I'm so happy to see Greenlight and M2 doing the weathered look. Hopefully Auto World will start doing it, and you know, I'd like to see Hot Wheels do it too. This is just a really nice piece. Joe Dirt. The fin is nice and strong. You got to be really careful with these fins. Doesn't matter if it's Greenlight or M2 or the Hot Wheels. The Hot Wheels one, you can bend it down, but it's part of the casting. So, but all the premium brands, it's a separate piece, and it does not take much to break that thing off. But anyways, really cool addition to my collection. Really good looking car. And then I cracked a Green Machine. I got a second one. It's not anything special. You can pick these up on eBay for cheap. It's one of the lesser expensive Green Machines. But it's the Clueless Jeep Wrangler. And I think it looks really cool. I like the emerald green step-ups and fender flares. I think that looks really good. Now this one, I have number 69. The number 69 is stamped on the base. not sure why this one has a sticker and the other one is stamped on the base, but I'm going to keep the other one on card. So cool little green machine there. So that's what I did last night. And then I got some packages in the mail today. So I'm going to crack those. This was an eBay purchase from, I'm assuming that's China. Or Japan. The customs declaration is Japan. And I know what this is. I bought it. Gosh, it's been close to a month now. Just been patiently waiting. And I'm happy that it got here. Crack it open and give it a good look. Alrighty, factory sealed. I've never had one of these factory sealed. It is a Takara Tomy Toyota Land Cruiser, and I'm excited to get it. So let's take the cellophane off here and get some metal out. I don't have too many. I don't have any Kyosho. I have one Siku. I have one Shuko. I have quite a few Tomikas. But I would like to get more into this kind of stuff because it's good quality stuff. Alright, so we have the little box here. Pop this thing open and let's take a look. And there aren't a lot of Land Cruiser castings. I know Matchbox does the FJ. I would like to see just the regular Land Cruiser, you know, not the FJ, not the truck, just like the SUV from any generation. But this is a cool truck. You got the Toyota logo there in the front, which is actually really clear, really detailed. You have insert plastic headlight lenses. Nice blue color on the paint. I'm not sure why my camera hasn't been focusing very good lately. It does have opening doors, and it's a European drive. It does have brake lights. I'm not sure if this feels like a plastic base on this one, but Tomy Toyota Land Cruiser 70, made in Vietnam. So, I don't know, if you guys go back with me, gosh, probably only been a couple months. I have this casting in white that I got in a 4-pack. Same casting, so I've got blue and white. Really cool truck. And then this one, the white one, came in a 4-pack that had a Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, and it had some Nissan SUV that's not available here in the States, and then it had the Toyota FJ. This is another sweet casting that's hard to find in this scale. It is made in, I think it's Adventure Wheels makes it in the 1/43. But really hard to find in 1/64. I don't know if anybody else does it other than Tomica. So, a couple of cool Toyota off-road trucks. And since we're doing that, I know I did this when I cracked it, but here's another 1/64 scale Toyota. This is by far my favorite of the bunch. It's a Johnny Lightning. It's a metal body with a metal base, with real rubber tires with tread. Even the spare is a rubber tire with tread. Really good detail in this. This is a Land Cruiser BJ40. Actually has the Land Cruiser logo right here above the fender. And it's a super cool truck. So that is my favorite of the Toyota trucks. I wanted to show that. And then this in on a trade from a buddy I've dealt with many times. Met him, he's across the country from me. I met him in one of the Hot Wheel groups that I'm in about a year and a half ago. And we've done numerous trades. We've done a lot of trades. So he's a good guy. He's trusted. Nothing to worry about with his stuff. And I know that when we make a deal that he'll come through on it. And I doubt that there is, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was something extra in here. He has done that in the past, so it would not surprise me, but it doesn't look like there's anything extra. But that's okay, because this car in and of itself is sick. Yeah, no extras. Man, he did a job wrapping it. Overkill, man. Made it impossible for me to get the damn thing out. There we go. I've had this car in my collection probably 3 or 4 times, and I haven't had it for a while. I think I sold it back in April, May. So it won't be leaving my collection this time. It's a car that's pretty hard to come by. It's gotten up there in price. Everybody wants an arm and a leg for it. It is a sweet car, though. Oh, man. It's gorgeous. Turn my phone on airplane mode here, just so that I don't get interrupted. Okay, yes, this car is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's back home where it belongs, and it's never leaving. I love it. It's the mesh grill. It's not the smooth grill. I've had the smooth grill too. I used to have a bunch of... I mean, I have more diecast now than I ever have. But a year ago, I had a bunch of Hot Wheels JDM stuff. I had like 4 or 5 of these. But this one is here to stay. Just a killer piece. It's in really good shape. Loose mint condition. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people may not know about this car. It is not a good roller. In fact, most of these cars, the back wheels get log jammed. So if you crack one of these and it doesn't roll, don't be upset about it. It's very common. And this one is actually a really nice roller. That's really rare with these, so that's cool. Awesome car. It's going to look awesome in the case next to the vintage Brie. So, sweet. I want to open one more car here. I wasn't planning on opening this one, but we're 14 minutes in. I think I can do it in a couple minutes. Keep it under 20. I picked this up at Walmart the other day. Alright. It is an M2, in case you couldn't tell. And it's awesome. Awesome M2 Studebaker Army truck. USA 91702 M2. Got your inline 6-cylinder. I think that's what that is. Really good detail. Black painted engine bay. The front bumper is killer. Those details, those headlights, everything. No chrome. I think that's what I really like about it, is that it's no chrome. It's just like it would be out in the arena. Super awesome. Not the best closing door. Sometimes if you have issues with those, you can pop the base off and you can adjust it up underneath. More times than not, you'd be able to fix whatever issue you might be having with the door. But I just love the livery on this. That's why I picked it up. I mean, I wish it was an Apache or an old Ford instead of the Studebaker, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. Really cool truck. I wish they would have made this the Chase. Actually, they might have. I don't know. I haven't seen the Chase pieces from this release. And that feels like it's removable. That's definitely plastic, but it's not easily coming off. I'm not going to force it. Really nice roller. So that's awesome. That's going to be an awesome piece up on the display shelf where I am downsizing my M2. So I have a lot more stuff coming off than going up. So, and I also got this. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm going to put this away up in the cabinet until I get a 4-wheel drive base to throw on it. And when I do that, then I'll bring this out and I'll swap it. It's a really clean look. It's a good color combination. So I'll definitely open this at some point, but there's no point in opening it until I get a 4-wheel drive base. So I've got 5 of them with the 4-wheel drive base. I have 4 of them that used the. I have 4 of the titanium and the Patriot, and I actually sold those, so I got to go pack those up and get a shipping label printed. So that's it, guys. That is the video. What was I gonna say? Well, here, real quick. So that's the stuff that I got. I got to put it all away. The diorama needs work. I started a new job, so I haven't really had the time. But there's a lot of work that it needs. I need to put a driveway and a garage floor down. And it needs a lot more vegetation and shrubbery. It needs more trees. I got to paint the yellow lines across this road. I got to put a stop sign, a speed limit sign. I've got some deadfall, stuff like that. So I need to get back to it so I can get it finished. Because I really don't think it would take all that much more time. The driveway is going to take the most amount of time because I gotta get it down, then I gotta sand it, then I gotta paint it. But other than that, the rest of it should be quick. I have gotten a lot of mail, a lot of cars coming in, and let's see, here's some of the M2 that I'm letting go of. So those 4 trucks are sold, but the rest of it is available, so keep your eyes out on eBay. You might see, I'm going to sell those Apaches all as a group, I think. And I haven't really gotten anything new. Oh, I did actually. I got this. Came in the mail yesterday. That was an auction that I won. And then I got this in a trade for that Daytona, Charger Daytona White Lightning, the Monopoly one. Guy traded me this straight up. So I did get those 2 And I have a few more green machines that are on the way. But that's about it for that. And then, well, let's start over here. Let's see. All of this has been featured in a video at some point. There's your Candy Striper, Texas Drive 'em. That vintage racing Brie Datsun is hands down my favorite Hot Wheel ever made. Every time I look at it, it just grows on me. But this is just some of the chase stuff that I have up here. Not all of it's chase, but got to get a couple more shelves because I got some stuff here that's needs a place to go. And then this is all green light. And quite honestly, I've been thinking about purging this and putting the green light stuff in jammers. And then just kind of featuring all of my nicer cars up here. But I really do enjoy collecting green light, so I'm not real sure if I want to do that. So this entire shelf is green light. You can see there are quite a few green machines. And then this next shelf is just mostly empty. But then the shelf below that is another shelf that's all green light, with the exception of the Back to the Future diorama. It's just all green light. So, and then below that is more green light. Trucks, hitch and tows. So not a lot of new stuff going on there. And then all of this stuff has been featured. Not a whole lot of new stuff. The wreckers were cracked open. I do love that Typhoon. That Typhoon and that Impala and that Tahoe and that Porsche White Lightning. Yeah, I'm into Johnny Lightning big time lately. That 1981 Chevy Malibu. It's just awesome stuff. Here's that Fall Guy truck. And then you got these Bass boats with the Chevy Silverado. I got a couple of those. I have a couple extras of those too. Not sure what I'm going to do with. But that is about it. I do have some rocket wheels on top. Some other cool M2 stuff. I slammed that M2 van. It looks awesome. I slammed that one too. There's those 4x4 trucks. Look a million times better. But alright guys, well thank you for watching. I'll holler at you probably in a day or so, maybe two, with another video. I do have more mail coming, not a whole bunch, so worst case scenario, Sunday. I'll go to the club meet on Saturday night, and for sure I'll get something to crack open. So I'll get back at you Sunday, if not sooner. So feel free to comment, please subscribe, and I will holler at the next video. Later.